On this episode of the Turnbuckle, WWE is under the impression that Sasha Banks will return. Money in the Bank is taking place at London, and reports and hints conflict with Saraya's announcement of her AEW tag team partner. Folks, reading your favorite wrestling movies and wrestling news because it's time for the Turnbuckle. Dave Meltzer spoke about the former Sasha Banks' situation on Wrestling Observer Radio. He said that there are some in WWE who believe that, much like Brock Lesnar and others, Sasha Banks will work for a few promotions, including NJPW, before coming back to Vince McMahon's former company. I also know from WWE that they are very strongly under the impression that she will not wrestle for AEW. They think that she's coming back at some point, and she'll get this out of her system, and she'll do her New Japan matches, because she's only contracted for a couple of matches. And if she's going to AEW, she has to sign for 3 years minimum, because why bother if she's going back? For AEW, it would be really stupid to put her on television if she's going back in 6 months. I don't know that she wants to make that commitment that she can't go back. I like that WWE is so confident and smug about this that they're just like, yeah, just do your thing, we're gonna let you, get yourself, we're gonna let you use up all your energy and everything like that, and then once that's done, then you'll come on back. Like, they just know, don't they? They just know in their heart of hearts that she's coming back. I hope that she goes to the stadium and she just spits on it and then leaves. I feel like she's probably not going to. I feel like she's probably gonna do her thing in New Japan, and I feel like what she's doing right now is she's kind of like feeling her way out, sort of like seeing what NJPW is like. She's probably gonna show up in AEW at some point. I would definitely not take it off the table. I wouldn't rule it out. And then you've got everyone who's like, oh, Saraya and Mercedes is the partner. Bruh, the buzz that she's generating just by existing is crazy, man. It's great. I love it. Only time will tell, really, if we're gonna be seeing Mercedes anywhere in WWE, I suppose. But man, for her sake, I really hope she doesn't, because with the way the women's division is right now, it's probably best if she stays away from there for the time being. Next, we're gonna talk about Money in the Bank and how it is set to be held in London. Following the success of Clash at the Castle, WWE has announced that the annual Money in the Bank premium live event will emanate from London, England in 2023. This will mark the first time in history that the show has taken place overseas, with the event set to happen on Saturday, July 1st at the O2 Arena, which is the location WWE often uses when they tour England, whether that is for live events or Raw and SmackDown tapings. The news comes off the back of a very successful premium live event in Wales last year, which ended up breaking several records for the company, including becoming the most watched international show in WWE history, and it brought the largest European gate ever for WWE. It was also the best-selling event from a merchandise perspective for a non-WrestleMania show, with 62,296 fans filling the Principality Stadium that night as Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre headlined the show. This will be the first time there has been a WWE premium live event in England's capital in over 2 decades, with the last one being WWE's Insurrection, which took place at Wembley Arena on May 4th, 2002, and was aired exclusively in the United Kingdom, being headlined by Triple H facing The Undertaker. I just want to briefly talk about the fact that I swear I read an article at some point about Triple H saying like, oh yeah, we're going to get rid of gimmick pay-per-views, and also we're going to put Money in the Bank back on WrestleMania. So this kind of just squashes like both of those, right? That pretty much just tells you everything that you need to know. I don't know. Okay, I know why they're doing it. We all know why they're doing it. It's the same reason of, why are there 13 Friday the 13th horror movies. It's because of money. It's because, everybody and the money to do it over here. We're going to pay you, also sponsor. And WWE's like, ooh, so I feel as though the Money in the Bank was a bigger deal when it was a WrestleMania, because it happens like once, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that the whole pay-per-view is pretty much the same thing, but like, it happens like at WrestleMania, which I feel like makes WrestleMania more like grandiose. And it also makes the Money in the Bank like match itself more grandiose as well, because it's like, this is where someone else's career is going to get shot into the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is maybe like the last pay-per-view, the second to last pay-per-view. It's probably some sort of contractual obligation of like, hey, we're going to do this here, and then in the next year or so, then we're going to start moving everything. So, I mean, I honestly don't know. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But look, until then, sure, fine. What are we going to do? Not like Money in the Bank? I don't know what to tell you. Finally, we're going to be talking about reports and hints that are conflicting with Saraya's announcement of her mystery tag team partner. Mercedes Varnado will be Saraya's partner next week in #AEW Dynamite in LA against Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, reported DAZN's Steve Muehlhausen, citing sources in a tweet minutes before the start of January 4th edition of Dynamite, starting a confusing couple hours. couldn't announce or make a major hint due to her being still under contract to WWE until the beginning of 2023, they continued. Muehlhausen's report was followed less than 90 minutes later by a backstage interview with Baker and Hayter on Dynamite, where Baker referred to herself as the Boss, Mone's nickname in WWE, while hyping the big tag team match for the Inglewood show. Baker's words weren't even the first overt hints of the day. At the Wrestle Kingdom backstage press conference, Mone indicated that Japan is just a first stop on her, quote, world domination tour. However, about 3/4 of the way into Dynamite, in another pre-recorded backstage interview conducted by Renee Paquette, Saraya told Toni Storm and Hikaru Shida that Storm would be her partner next week. Both Shida and, to a lesser extent, Paquette played it as if they were both confused and dismayed by the announcement, suggesting that there's more to the storyline beneath the surface. This was pretty much like I was talking about yesterday about how, like, it was something about, like, Mone's contract for NJPW wasn't, like, finalized, and they were like, okay, we can't, like, get Mone to sign because she's still, like, she's still, like, with WWE technically, because, like he said, it was like, oh, I can't really say anything because her contract isn't up. So that pretty much supports what I was talking about yesterday about how they couldn't, like, do anything with her because she was still with WWE. But then by the time she was out of WWE, they were like, all right, well, we can't get the match together because it's too, like, close, and then we got to do all the contractual negotiations. And thinking about it now with, you know, just who Mercedes is really, I don't really think that she was going to accept, like, pennies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the contract situation wouldn't have been, like, resolved in less than, like, a day, you know? So I've read a lot of articles. None of the articles have been like, oh, this is exactly what's going to happen. It's literally just been, this might happen. We've heard reports of this, but it's not been confirmed. It's all been up in the air. To this day, I have no idea where anyone got the impression that Mercedes was going to be Saraya's tag team partner. You can quote me, I literally said it was going to be Toni Storm. I said it was more than likely going to be Toni Storm. And then a lot of people were like, oh, if it's Thunder Rosa, then everybody's going to be upset. You're going to be upset because you wanted a blue iPhone for Christmas, and instead of a blue iPhone, you got a red iPhone. That's it. That's the only reason why you're upset. You're just ungrateful. Right now, she's in Japan. So, she just hop, skips, and jumps her way to AEW. We literally cannot say a thing, okay? We can't say anything. I say this all the time. No one knows until we actually see her physical form in AEW. And even then, she could be like, this place blows, actually, and then leave and never come back ever. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't see to the future. I'm not Mercedes, so I can't sit there and be like, I don't know. So we're just going to wait. All right? That's literally all we can do. Only time will tell. What do we talk about? WWE thinks Sasha Banks is going back to them. I hope she doesn't. Just because of that alone. Just because of that alone. Go to Ring of Honor out of spite. Oh my God. What do you mean you know she's coming back? Just for that, I'm making my own wrestling promotion just for that. Money in the Bank is going to be held in London. That's great. Again, I assumed that it was going to be assumed it was going to be at WrestleMania and they were going to do away with the whole thing, but again, I feel like it's like some sort of contractual situation, right, that they have to like go through, so they have to go through, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens with that. And reports are conflicting with what Saraya said. I don't think, okay, again, maybe I'm just an idiot. I gotta be stupid, man. I've gotta have some sort of like my brain must have like fallen out of my head while I was asleep. I haven't read a single report that has said anything close to Saraya being like, oh, by the way, she's gonna be that lady right there, her right, like, have I missed the report? Have I missed it? Did I miss some sort of cryptic, barcode that I'm supposed to scan? Stupid. We're going to, oh, this is her. There's just both of them standing in the room. It's her. This is my partner. It's her, okay? You won. Congratulations. I haven't seen a single report about that. What do you mean conflicting? Again, you want a red iPhone for Christmas. You want one. And you got an iPhone. It's the exact iPhone you asked for, but it's in a different color. And you're losing your mind about it. And it doesn't make any sense to me. But you know what? Okay. Well, again, we don't know. I'm not going to sit here. I'm not saying she's not going to join. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is we don't know. So stop making it seem as though that is actually what's going to happen. Because we don't know. All right? Jeez Louise. That's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow. As always, big hugs. Big hugs all around.